So sometimes I'll be going about my day and doing something super mundane, and all of a sudden something will hit me, like a revelation. And it's simultaneously soft and small and also really profound. And this happened the other day while I was brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed. And in that 2 minutes, all of a sudden this thought occurred to me: what if I never make it? What if I never make it as an actor? I have to admit that some part of me, as conceited as this sounds, has always thought that I would someday be a name that people would recognize, like a lot of people, and that a lot of people would really admire my work. Terms like A-list come to mind, just that I would be known, famous for creating art. That's been my definition of making it. And it's something that I've always, I guess, thought was in store for me in some way. I see all of these really beautiful actresses who are younger and more talented and prettier than I probably was at that age, and they're getting these incredible chances in these wonderful stories, and I'm so happy to see it on the one hand, and on the other hand, there's this part of me that is so sad for the girl that I was when I was their age, who wanted those chances and didn't get them. In 2010, when I started in Los Angeles, Asian American and certainly mixed race wasn't really on the map much. So there I am brushing my teeth, having this little revelation, and I think I was hit with this thought that if I wasn't going to make it, then I guess I just get to have the life that I have and be who I am. I read somewhere once, and I believe the study was specifically about white Americans, but I think it would apply to almost all of us, that the majority consider themselves pre-rich. So instead of seeing themselves in the economic strata they're in, they consider themselves a pre-version of upper middle class or wealthy. And in many ways, thinking of myself as someone who is going to make it holds the same value, I think, where I'm almost seeing myself as someone pre-famous. It sounds so gross. But on the one hand, I do think as actors, we kind of have to, right? We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to think that we can make it, and we have to think that we can reach the highest pinnacle of the art form that we've chosen. At the same time, I think it can make somebody really unhappy if they keep thinking that some mythical set point is ahead, or that there's some fantasy version of them in the future that's living it up and having it easy. And that may not be what everyone thinks when they think of success in their future, but I've been really trying to root out this assumption that there is some future version of me for whom life is easier. I think it's also tied to the same kind of compare and despair mentality that believes that other people are having it easier. That like I go on social media and I see someone who's just booked a gig and I think, well, there they go. They're going to rocket to stardom and be the next Sandra Bullock, and I'm sitting here going, oh, I guess I didn't get it, and feeling a little sorry for myself. And so this little realization that I may never make it in some ways feels like a tender little shoot that I've been given to plant in the ground and nurture into health, and that I need to guard it and love it and grow it into a big old tree of happiness and presence. Because if I think to myself, well, you may never make it, then I get to look at my life now and go, wow, it's really, really good. And that's nice, to be able to look at my present and say that I am having a really wonderful life, that I've been really, really lucky, and that in many ways I am living the dream. So I wanted to share that little revelation in case it helps. I'm excited to see how it helps me. And so I wanted to share.